Hello and welcome to where we're going to be trying to figure out which jury members in the Disventure Camp Season 4 jury voted for which people. Now, before that, I have two things that I want to talk about. One, I want to celebrate that I finally got a prediction right and Anastasia was eliminated. I actually got a prediction right. If y'all don't know, I have like 9 videos where I tried to predict, and every single time I try to predict something, I got it completely wrong. But I finally got Anastasia got out, and that's what I predicted got out. Now I just need Jade to win, hopefully. But the other thing I want to talk about is something that has to do with the episode itself, and that's how they handled the Jade leaving Logan to drown thing. I'm on the side of that is bullshit. There was like 4 people going to Logan already. Richard wasn't that far away. He's an old man, and like, if he had gone up, he could have still gone back down after. He's an old man. He wouldn't have been able to help that much anyway. Like, Logan wasn't going to die there. And there's no way in hell, obviously this is an animated show, in real life this would happen, but I'm sure that in the canon of Disventure Camp, there's no way in hell there's not freaking people on standby in case stuff like this happens. So they would have sent down a whole team. I don't know why they weren't there in the episode. So I think that putting that really villainous mark on Jade really pissed me off, because that really worries me that we're going to actually have this idiot Logan win the season. But let's actually get into our episode. Well, I guess not episode. Our, I guess not really prediction, but our guess on who voted who. So, of course, Ted, Tristan, Linda, Ivy, Alicio, and Diego all did not vote. But I think we'll start with the people who we know for a fact who they voted for. First, I'm going to start with the people who obviously didn't want to vote for the person they're super close with, which is Isabel, who would not want to vote Jade. Spencer would not want to vote Jade. Marissa would not want to vote Anastasia. Now, we also see during the like whenever they're voting at the voting table, we can see Natalia put Anastasia's name down. And Anastasia, gets 5 votes to Jade's 4. So then I will see. Does it show anybody else's? Okay. Zayd goes Jade. I thought that was dumb. I feel like Zayd. I get that it's good for his arc, but this is where once I saw Zayd voting Jade, I completely lost hope in Jade making it past this, which was why I was so happy whenever I saw Anastasia get eliminated, because I want Jade to win so bad. Originally, I wanted Isabel to win, or Isabel, whatever you want to call her, but that didn't happen. But I was so worried after seeing this, but Jade still pushed through. So, yeah, Zayd went for Jade. Did we see any other votes? I don't think we did, but it is good for Zayd's character arc instead of him just being an ass for the rest of the season. Isabel, yep. Amelie's. Oh, yeah, so Amelie says that she goes for the person who most reflects her own game. So that'll be an interesting conversation. I don't think we see the other 4s. Marissa, yep, we know who she voted for. Okay, so let's first talk about Amelie. So with Amelie, I think that what kind of, I feel like Jade is more strategic as well as Amelie, and I feel like Anastasia, because she's not using like personal stuff against these two, I feel like Anastasia was a little more emotional. They even talk about that in the episode. So I'm gonna say that Jade voted Anastasia for now, but that might change. Now, another one I think was Benji. This was another reason I thought Jade was cooked. So it looked like I thought Benji was a lock-in vote for to keep Jade in, but it kind of looked like he really wasn't happy with Jade's answer about not wanting to talk about who she actually is, which I think we will learn more about in the finale. But I don't know if that was enough to push him over the edge. Meanwhile, Richard didn't really have a close bond with either, but I feel like he'd still vote for Jade just because he knew Anastasia more. I feel like he'd also respect Anastasia more. Then Hannah and Benji. So Yeah, I don't know. There's one of these people voted Jade, one of these people voted Anastasia. I wanna say Benji voted Anastasia still. I feel like that makes sense to me. I don't think he would have completely lost the vote. I feel like he was more sad there because he was genuinely curious and wanted to know more about Jade, who is very closed off. But then when it comes to Hannah, that obviously means she has to go right here. And I think that works. I do. I think that works. Just so that just so the thing looks better, I'm gonna put these guys up here, just so that maybe I can do that on the thumbnail or something. I don't know. But anyways, I think that Hannah would probably vote Jade over Anastasia for the fact that I think that she would want the person that Logan would want, and obviously Logan wants Jade out for a lot of reasons, including the drowning reason, but also other reasons. And I feel like also Hannah would be the one to want to see that Logan versus Anastasia finale, which I was wondering if they were going to make that rivalry be like the final thing, which would have been neat as long as Anastasia won, but yeah. And then as for Benji, I already said, I feel like that just works for me. So, yeah, I think that's how I'm going to lock it in. I think that actually is pretty good. And that would be the 5-4 vote that we did have. So I do want to know in the comment section, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think all my picks were wrong? Do you think Marissa voted for Anastasia so that she could sleep with her that night? Why do I say these things? Yeah, I'll definitely be making the next video I make for DC season 4 is going to be the day after or the day after that when the season ends. And when the season ends, I'm going to be making a kind of a review of the season, but I'm probably going to do a character ranking, and then I'm going to work on a more highly edited review of the season. And then I'm going to be doing a few things for the remake of season 2, and then during that season 5 hype train, I will be here. Now, obviously, I'm still going to be doing total drama videos. I actually have a really funny series that's going to be total drama stuff, and I might move into Disventure Camp with it too. I still have Total Drama Multiverse if y'all want to look at that. And I have 2 other channels. But when it comes to Disventure Camp, there's a lot of content coming. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for the commenter for suggesting this idea. And I cannot wait to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.